Going on tour is like going to war or something in a way. Go to battle and you have all of these battle scars. You know, every night you fall on your knees, that builds up. Every night you kind of do a twist and you hurt your whatever. So in some ways you have to be really healthy as well. You have to take care of yourself and sleep and eat well and blah blah blah. But also there's a bit of rock and roll which we don't like to talk about too much because, you know, nobody wants to know about that boring stuff.
I mean, hands down, you were there to witness it actually. I think Budapest was by far the best thing musically I was ever involved in. That was kind of a childhood dream come true, to play such a big festival for a crowd like that really were into it. And, you know, I'm from the small town in Philadelphia in the States, and now I'm 8,000 miles away.
You know, it's really an amazing feeling. I love it.
He's great and I like him very much.
Hey Stephanie, love to you Chris for my birthday.
IAMX, sorry vor allem beim Sex.
Pleasure for pleasure, it's easiest consequence enough for a fall. But I know you love to take the risk. The past is.
That's great. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Moscow.
Where do you come from?
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Yeah. Hungary.
Especially for IAMX?
Yeah, definitely.
What is so special on them?
Very unique.
Yeah?
Very energetic.
The attitude of IAMX is to let the character come out in the people, and I mean with kind of rules, but you know, we're very liberal and open-minded bunch of people, and I think we were lucky to find each other.
Hamdall's band, super good panic.
I mean, they seem quite tanned. Actually, most of the Hungarian crowd is tanned. Brown skinned, yeah. I don't know, I mean, maybe it's hot in Hungary.
Lekker, lekker, lekker.
They are what? They are what?
Lekker, lekker, lekker.
I'm excited to see them, get to know them.
It's a really huge release for me on stage. So IAMX is the monster that doesn't come out during the day. It kind of is released on stage every night.
Military channel.
Drunk is black, drunk is black, drunk is black, drunk is black.
Chris, as a person outside of IAMX, is very personal, keeps himself to himself. He's really, I think he enjoys his alone time. One thing I noticed is he never listens to music. He's really likes silence when he's away from the rehearsal room.
I think it's quite. I was getting worried for a while that IAMX was going to rule my life, and I was going to have some terrible mental breakdown and all of this stuff. But I've started to understand that it's actually quite healthy for me, and the balance is really good. if I don't lose myself too much with drugs, sex and alcohol, then I can work it out in my head, and I know how to switch it on and to switch it off. And once you realize that, you can feed off that, and it becomes a kind of yin and yang situation, and I'm really enjoying it.
Pay no attention to obedience. The kids and wishes fixed and forgotten for my self-defense. We all want to fuck ourselves and rape the world.
Well, at the moment we have a crisis because there is no apple juice. This is what we mix with vodka. Waiting for the juice, waiting for the ice, waiting for the energy, waiting for the poo.
Because a negative sex was born into a bloodline. The negative sex is ours for a lifetime.
IAMX is a dirty business.
You're doing a...
Say boo! Say boo! Say boo!
This is Boo Boo. Please say hello to Boo Boo. This is a wonderful character in the IAMX community. He does a lot of work for the IAMX charity. Boo Boo. He dances during the show.
Showman's a mix and the alternative. It's all ammunition.
Time for stage, and the animal in him comes out. It's like a beast, really. I remember playing in London, and he threw himself into the drum set. The next day, just covered in bruises and cuts, but it doesn't seem to affect him.
There is an image, there is a character to IAMX, but it changes all the time. So what you see now will probably be different in a month's time, but the attitude is quite theatrical and extravagant and excessive and free, I think. And it has a style, but it's a style that's based on not really caring too much. And you know, you can play with makeup and you can play with clothes and whatever, but in the end you could really rip it all apart and it would still be IAMX. So it's more of an attitude.
Can't leave it alone. Because a negative sex was born into a bloodline. The negative sex is power for a lifetime. Negative sex was born into a bloodline.
It's really good.
Worked the hardest to be in the band. And
Ian is the mysterious keyboard player.
Don't you know how to survive in the nightlife?
MySpace, I think, is where it all comes together for a band like us, independent.
Truth and dare of the drug for the first time.
You know, MySpace is huge for IAMX, and I'm sure huge for a lot of other bands.
Click my heels and dance with the heat rise.
Sold out that tour only with the help of MySpace and word of mouth. There was no press or promotion or anything. So it can obviously be a really, really useful thing, and I like the idea of it. It's a very elegant, simple idea.
Want to know how to survive in the nightlife? The truth and dare of the drug from the baseline.
Suck, 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 suck. Awesome. Suck, suck, suck. Big fucking dork. Suck, 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 suck.